Yo, yo, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Nice little Thursday night we got tonight. It's just cold, real cold outside, but we here. We blessed, right? First of all, I'm gonna give a round of applause for myself, because it's my first show, my first live show. Please, I want y'all to feel free to comment. All right. Feel free to text in the comments, yo. So I want to interact with the comments. I'll post your comments on here too. Just be respectful when um, send me the comments or whatever. But just be engaging. That's what really matters. Just be engaging. We're gonna talk about a lot of things tonight. All right. Both good and bad. Right. Um, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Sean from Bridgeport. I don't live there anymore, thank God. But I am from Bridgeport. I'm not ashamed of it, but we could do better, Bridgeport, right? Um, the reason why I say that is because basically, like nowadays, it's hard to get support, right? It's like I text everybody, welcome and thank you, everybody who showed up right now, right? I know we're just starting. It's 9 o'clock. I try to start, right on time, but for everybody who's here, all my friends, my family, my enemies, people who don't know me, welcome. Thank you for coming and showing up, right? And that just proves my point. Like in Bridgeport, where we live, or wherever, right, goes to an ad or a post that I had put up. Right, I put up a post talking about there's no support in Bridgeport, and I know there's on Facebook you see every day somebody like puts up something like that. Whereas they people say they from the same spot, but nobody really supports each other. There's no support for Bridgeport. There's no support when you're trying to do a business, or if you do, it's only your immediate friends, and then if it pops, it pops. If it doesn't, then normally it don't, because nobody wants to like help you promote it. Or even if it doesn't hurt just to share, hit the share button or hit the like button, just to help your peoples out. Because if everybody on your Instagram who's your friend, or anybody who's on Facebook or on TikTok who's on your friend, they should be able to just instantly say, oh, such and such got something going on here, let me reshare it, let me repost it, right? But we don't do that. And I don't know why. It's like, I don't know if it's jealousy, somebody hating on you or whatnot. It's I don't know. I feel like as a community, like we should just do that, because we'll share something that makes no sense. We'll share something stupid every day, right? But if it comes to a family member or a friend who's trying to do something, whatever it is, it don't hurt to just share it. It could be corny, right? It could be, but I'm gonna do it because it's such and such. Just by doing that can change the algorithm, and everybody, a lot of people who are trying to get on, trying to put on, can get noticed like that. So that's, I always say, just share, whether you like me or not. I share stuff that I don't like. I share stuff that I like, and that's the basis of this show. The show's all over the place. There's not one specific topic that we focus on. Whatever is hot, okay, yeah, every once in a blue. But basically, it's just a call-in show, a discussion show to talk about different topics, right? And some topics I agree with, some topics I don't, but it's just being respectful, right? I've had a bad experience, whereas people think I'm a bad guy on Facebook because of my comments and what I say, but I troll, and I admit that I troll sometimes. It's nothing personal, because if I keep you as a friend, that means I'll be cool. If I don't delete nobody or try to block nobody, that's just real being annoying. But as far as if you're on my friends list, I have people on my friends list that we have spat out just evil conversations on there, but I'm not going to delete them, because I don't care. It's just, this is just Facebook, or YouTube or whatever. I'm streaming on both, so just forgive me if if you're gonna be going back and forth. But I'm just saying, like, we could just basically just share each other's content, help each other, promote each other, so that way we can do what we got to do. It's easy to go viral nowadays, but you just have to have the right support system. And we can start with Facebook. I just go by Facebook. I'm using that as an example, but you can use any type of social media platform that you have friends on there, right? You talk about everything else, they should be able to just share your content and just support you. But yeah, so call in show, talk about what you want to talk about, express yourself. I'm gonna go over a couple of topics, and basically try to see what your feedback is. This is not a show about beefing. Not this show. I'm definitely gonna do another show, so be on the lookout. like a little, like a Wild Out Wednesday type of show. Whereas it could be a little ratchet, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, you can express yourself however you want. But for my first show, I just want to basically, it's like an introductory show of who I am, what I'm about, talking about different topics. Um, Giving you my view. Now, listen, I am not an expert in nothing. I'm a social media commentary person, just like you guys, right? We just see something on Facebook or whatever, and we'll like the post, we'll share it, or we'll comment on it. That's cool. But I am not a political analyst. I am not. I'm not an expert in nothing, but there are certain things that I just use logic in when I'm thinking about something, or if I'm discussing something, I'm just using my logic. My logic might not be your logic. My view might not be your view, but I'm not gonna disrespect you. Uh, I'm gonna let you express yourself. This is what it is. This is a platform. I'm trying to start up a platform, whereas we can have discussions, whether they're heated or not, but we can have discussions as a people to try to, share our viewpoints. All right, because we all have our own paths. We all have our own missions. We're going to different places. I get it. You're gonna hit bumps in the road, but you still have to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my whole thing about that. So yeah, it is a call-in show. So if y'all want to call in, you can text this number, and if you have anything that you want to, any comments on any other topics that I'm discussing, feel free to call in, and I'll put you on the show. All right. Now, if you're feeling brave and you want to basically you come on the show, I'll inbox you, or I'll text you a link. You click on that link from your phone or laptop, preferably laptop, and then I'll put you on the show if you're not afraid to show yourself. All right. For this show tonight, it's better to watch on a laptop. If you watch it on a phone, thank you anyway. I appreciate it. But for the best enhancement of it, you might want to watch it from a laptop or a computer. All right. So, but that's the number right there. That's the call in number there. Um, it's my first show. A lot of stuff's going to be a little bumpy because I'm doing everything myself. All right. I can't afford no team. Whereas I got people, coming in and punching in and doing the chain and the scene switches. It's gonna look real ghetto for the first one, but just bear with me. I'm learning how to do this at the same time. This is, I'm new to this too, but just forgive me for my, transitions and all that. I'm a work in progress, right? This is the first show. It's a quick little experimental show, my first episode. And we're gonna, try to get it moving and built up from here. All right. I'm also going to have another show. I have some shows lined up for next week. One of my shows, I have doing an interview with a young man who was a doctor, an aspiring surgeon, and he got caught up in an assault, a sexual assault, which left him incarcerated. But he came out. He has a foundation, and he wants to tell his story and talk about his foundation in regards to consent. All right, so that's one thing that we're gonna one show, and I have another show with a special guest. She has her own podcast, so she's gonna come on. Um, you know, she's gonna come on with me, and we're gonna talk about some things as far as like entertainment, music, and politics from a female's perspective. You always gotta have like another perspective. If I'm a Republican, I'm gonna try to have a Democrat on here just to balance things out, just in general. All right. But I got a show with her next week as well. So I'm just trying to build up my little catalog, my little library. Please make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. You can follow me on all platforms. I'm on TikTok, I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. But just follow me on YouTube if possible. Hit me on YouTube at ShizRock1. Just subscribe and like and comment a video. That's it. Just three things: like, subscribe, and comment. That's it on the video. All right. I want to try to get to 500 likes. It's something real small, but it means a lot. If I can get 500 likes and 500 subscribers, I'll be great. That'd be a good achievement. So if you can just share this episode and have that one person subscribe. All right. I want to say what up to my man, Mr. Council. What's good, Mr. Council? That's my brother right there. Let me make sure. Hold on. Make sure you can see the color. I want you to be able to see the color of this. Oh man, Mr. Council. Shout out, Mr. Council. Who else is up in the building? I want to give a shout out to my cousin Ray. Shout out my cousin Ray. Ray, on the check-in. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. Gotta have my cousin Kashina. Shout out to Kashina for showing some love. It ain't switching any. Oh, there we go. There we go. See, I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? But shout out my cousin Kashina. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the check-in. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a process and everything like that. But we gonna get it going. We're gonna get it rocking. Like I said, if you just tuning in and you missed the beginning and stuff, you want to see the whole video, you can just watch it from the rebroadcast. But please like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. All right, just do that one time, and I promise you, if you have a channel, I'll follow you back and I will share it. That's one other thing I want to ask everybody. Just share my video to one person and just have them subscribe. All right, I got some good content coming. I promise y'all. I'm just starting out. I'm broke. I'm struggling. I'm just a guy from Connecticut. That's all my thing. I'm just a guy from Connecticut trying to start up a little channel, a little stream, a little podcast. So gotta start somewhere. I'm definitely gonna invest in myself. Definitely. All right. All right. Cool, everybody. So I got this little clip somebody sent me. And hold on, before we go, I gotta get a shout out to my cousin Lucinda, gospel award-winning songstress, Lucinda Moore. Matter of fact, we gotta give her a shout out. Give her a round of applause. We got a celebrity in the house. Follow her. She got good music, albums in stores. Follow my cousin. Book her for all you people that go to church. Book her. You know what I'm saying? But that's cuz. All right. We got Nikki. Nikki's in the building. All right. We got Nikki. What's going on, Nikki? Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. All right. I'm just waiting for Jaden too. Tell Jaden, text him or something. But so I'm gonna show y'all a clip. Let me get it up. Let me get it going. Here's this clip I want to show y'all. Now, this is like I said, the views and opinions of this show are just mine, but these are topics I'm bringing up to start dialogue. I'm not taking shots at nobody. I'm not this is not to offend anybody. This is just to start dialogue. All right. You might agree with it. You might not agree with it, but we can talk about it. All right. So I'm gonna get it set up right here for y'all. See here. I'm going into the transition. So you gotta, I have to do my transitions a certain way, I'm learning. Just a little screen setup, I'm learning, right? All right, so just tell me your opinion about this clip right here. I hope you can see it on the phone while you're using phones or whatever, if you're looking at me from a phone, but here we go.
It's not supposed to be in a survival state. Right. When you become in a state of survival, you start taking on these manly traits that make you unattractive as a woman because you've lost all contact with being feminine, because you're forced to work your ass off. You're forced to, you the head of the house. You don't get no cushion. You don't got no motherfucker to save you. You don't got no motherfucker to look up to. You don't got no motherfucker, no pillow in the house that you can just relax. Ain't no man there. So
I'm sorry to break this, but excuse this. This video has some curse words. I don't know if we have anybody who's part partial or religious, but there's a few curse words in this. So let me get back, I don't want to ruin the topic. Here we go.
You got to be the man. So now what happens? When a man comes in your life, you've disconnected from being a woman, so now you don't even know how to adapt to having a man that's going to give you cushion.
Right.
It then got to the point now where women say, like, we basically got to buy your problems for you to respect us. If I can't, they say it all the time, if a nigga can't do nothing for me, I can do for myself. You feel me? So basically you telling me that the only way I can get your respect is if I take your shit from up under you.
Yeah.
That's a transactional relationship. That's not healthy.
We live in a very transactional time.
It's like, damn, what kind of deal is that? To only hope you stay? Right. It's not a good deal. So what do you think is the women problem? I want to hear your perspective on that.
I'm going to tell you off the bat, because I struggle from this myself. Learning to be quiet. Learning to pick your battles. Learning when to say something, when to respond, and then also your delivery on how you respond, I think, is a major problem that women have. Something about having the last word is also a big issue. Sometimes it's just better to zip it, listen to your man, and understand, that he's looking at it from a different perspective, and you just need to trust that and just rock with it. I find that life is so much easier when you just shut up. Just be quiet.
I don't think women realize that the power lies in their femininity. Like, you literally can run a man if you just learn how to shut the fuck up. Your approach is just as deadly. It's just in the wrong way. You have to know, because I'm gonna tell you something about a man. When a man feels like he's getting treated like a man and respected and honored and loved and supported, you really gonna be running the house.
What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think about that? I mean, I've always heard the saying that femininity is a woman's superpower, right? And they said that submissive wives run the household. Like, submissive wives run the household. They because in essence, if a man is getting whatever he wants or whatever he needs from the woman, right? Then the home is happy. Does that make sense? Or am I, maybe I'm saying something wrong. But I heard that's a woman's superpower as far as being in her femininity, not having to be aggressive towards, she'll get what she wants more when she's more submissive. That's what I was thinking of. That's what I heard. So I don't know, but the info that man said, was it wrong? Was he wrong? Like I said, please, if you want to, I would like to hear from people. I would like to have this interactive, numbers on the screen right here. You can call me 859-242-6332. Or if you're not shy and you want to be on the show, I'll inbox you a link. And from that link, you can use your phone or a computer. It's almost like a Zoom link, but it's directly to my software and to my podcast. You can be on the show. All right. Also, I will have Lucinda Moore on my show soon. All right, when we get that going. Now she's on here, she can see it. I'm gonna get her on the show too. And I got my homeboy, Reverend Rashid Brown. He's gonna be on soon. I'm working on some things, man. I'm working on content, good and bad. I'm working on content. Content that entertains and content that's informative, right? And as I grow and as my channel grows, um, I will be doing like, I will promote your business, all right, for a small fee. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, just if you're starting up a food business, if you have a restaurant, just give me a plate. I'll shout you out, put you on, put your logo on the show. You might have a clothing line and stuff. Just listen, give a brother a pair of socks, and I got you. Bam, I'm gonna put you on the show. You know what I'm saying? You're a barber. Nah, I can't let you. But I don't know. I'm a as I grow, I will, help others grow as well, because we need each other. And at the end of the day, right? We need each other. We all gotta stick together. So, um, I will be doing that. So if you want to, just email me or inbox me, and I will promote your business for you. Okay. All right. So, um, that was like I said, one of the videos that was sent to me. Because I know I got a lot of partners, a lot of friends, family that married, and marriage is not hard. Marriage is not an easy thing, right? Um, it's not for everybody, right? Um, so it's hard. It's another job. See, I think that people, especially the younger generation, they get married for the titles and not for the responsibility. So that will create friction and turmoil before you even get it started. So, you know, I hear things from a guy's perspective a lot because I'm around guys more, barbershop, whether it's barbershops or whether it's basketball courts or, you know, guys' nights out or playing cards or whatever. Like, guys talk, guys vent to each other, just like women go and they vent at beauty salons and things of that nature, right? Um, so they say, like, some guys tell me, and I talk to many that they want they want a wife that's more submissive or more wifely, right? But as you've seen in the video, a lot of women are so programmed because they're always in survival mode, right? Let me see what it says. Most people can't do it now. They would rather live a lie than lose anything. You're right. You're right, Lock. Hold on, I'm gonna put that on here, yo. This is a good comment right here. All right. My man, Big Sammy Sam. Much respect. Thank you for coming into the tuning in, brother. So you can see that. True. And then so yep. So how you doing? So yep. Sharice, I'm gonna try to do it every Thursday at 9, but I don't know. It's gonna be I might can do it earlier. So as I'm tweaking, this is my first show. So as I'm trying to tweak and work this stuff out, I might do it at an earlier time. Um, I might try to do it at maybe 7. I wanted to do it at a time where people are kind of being like, okay, boom, I can watch this before I go to bed. I'll watch Sean before we go to bed. So I thought 9 would be a perfect time, and then I'm not going to be long. My shows would probably be like 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the topic and the topic value. You know, I don't have too many topics, and I didn't want to go overboard, so I just picked a couple of them. This one was the first one. Um, Big Sam said, "I want a wife who has her own life and not all in mine." You know what? Valid point. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of men get married to women, and the women lose their identity and they get absorbed into the man, and they don't have a hobby or something that they do. So therefore, they're extra clingy to their husbands or even their mates. I'm not even gonna say married women, even people that are in committed boyfriend and girlfriend relationships, which, in my opinion, are just get married. If you're gonna be with her for 20 years, just get married to the girl. Just get married. What are you doing? Why are you playing house? But anyway, that's another topic. I'm gonna get to that too. But when you don't have a wife or a girlfriend who doesn't have her own identity, or who doesn't have a hobby or an extracurricular activity, then she tends to be all up in your business. Like whatever you do, she want to be there. She want to always be out with you. She want to, I'm going to play poker. I want to go to, I want to watch, like, you know, just like, so that could be frustrating. So you want to find somebody who is established, not established financially, but when you pick your wife, you want her to have her own identity. So someone who's secure in who she is, right? And knows that, okay, you've had a life before me, I've had a life before you, but we have a life together, so we all make it work. You know, some people lose themselves, but another thing too, men do that to their wives. Men get married and men lose themselves. Men who don't go out and hang out with their friends no more. They stop doing certain things. And then all of a sudden they get married and now they're all in their wife's business. And their wife's like, yo, go. Even me, like my personal experience, like sometimes it was to a point like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out. My ex-wife was like, yo, go, just get up, go somewhere, do something. You know what I'm saying? But I was just, you know, I just didn't, you know, but a lot of men just, they stop hanging out with their friends. They stop doing what they're doing. They just, you know, want to be in the house and all that stuff. And women, you gotta go out and find a hobby and go out and find something that you like to do alone. It's good for your mental health. And men, you gotta find something that you like to do alone. It's good for your mental health. I'm telling you, a lot of marriages will be saved and work out. And the ones that do work out, they practice that method. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's my whole thing about that. But everybody's different, and marriages, like I said, it's a give and take. It's a give and take. So, once again, that's the phone number right there. Let me get that off. I don't even know what I had that still up on there. Shut that off for a minute. Let me find the next video real quick. All right. Now this one is a little bit, might ruffle some feathers, and that's okay. That's okay. I want to ruffle some feathers, because I want to talk about it. All right. Don't forget that phone number, please. Use it. Big Sam said, to find a woman that can match my work ethic, she has to be independent. Feel you, brother. Definitely feel you. Shout out to Big Sam once again. All right, so this next clip that I'm about to show y'all is by a Black woman. It didn't have a name. I'm going to research it some more and find out who she was, but she is a Republican. By what her speech is, she is a Republican, and she was talking. I thought she was speaking a lot of facts, but like I said, my opinions are mine. Some things I agree, some things I don't, but the overall, I liked what she said. So listen to her.
The Democratic Party, they promote Black women, particularly if she's a lesbian. Yes. They promote Black women who are not even qualified. We have seen with the diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is really racism, which is really saying, well, Black people just aren't, they're not smart enough, so we have to give them handouts. And you're pushing Black women who are not qualified. Dr. Claudine Gay of Harvard. Yes. Now the head of diversity at Harvard is also accused, if I have it correctly, of plagiarism. And we'll get to Fannie Willis, who was elected as a DA in Fulton County, Georgia, primarily because she's Black, in my opinion. And we've seen case after case. But the Black man, where is he? That's done deliberately. And it started really in the 60s, where the Democrats pushed policy, right, that said to women, particularly Black women, you don't need a man in the home. We'll give you more money if you're single. They're promoting Black women and want Black men to be down here. And I think Black men sense that, and they know that Trump relates to them. They relate to Trump very well. Barack Obama was a plant. He did nothing for the Black community. Nobody even knows who he is. Did he ever come back to Chicago with as much crime? He didn't care. That gave rise to Trump, because Trump actually listened to us. He actually cares. Barack Obama didn't give a damn. He should have never been elected. Before he was elected in 2000, he got elected in 2008. My mother sent, may God rest her soul, letters to black churches warning them about Barack Obama, saying he was so ungodly. I said, Mom, that's harsh. She wrote it anyway. And everything my mother said, may God rest her soul, was right. He hates this country, but he wants to live off the fat of the land. Like the founders of Black Lives Matter, they don't give a damn about black people. They didn't have to spend one dime to help build a black business. But these lesbians, they bought homes in predominantly white neighborhoods. See, they say they hate capitalism, but they love to use us and live off of capitalism while they spout an anti-God, anti-America rhetoric. The Democratic Party.
What y'all think about that one? So, I know, I was like, you talk about politics, it can get real sketchy, and I understand that, right? But did you agree with anything she said? Did you disagree with everything she said? Because I mean, it's, you know, it's a lot. Appreciate that. I just got the message. Appreciate that. But do you agree with that? Because in my personal opinion, I felt that a very large number of African-American men shifted towards Trump within the last 4 years. They all are switching towards Trump. You know that, right? They're beginning to wake up, quote unquote, and realize that the Democratic Party is not for them, it's not helping them, and is capitalizing off of them. They're capitalizing off of them. Plain and simple. But I don't know. It's just me. A lot of things that she said made sense. I mean, I think we all jumped on the bandwagon because Obama was a black man and we wanted a black president. I get it. I voted for him. You know? But it's just, I don't know. My man Brian, yo, shout out to Brian, my college friend. So what's BS about that, B? Talk to me, homie. Big Sam, he said, I agree. Don't talk about something unless you can help build it for better or worse. True that. True that. Yep. But my whole thing is like, when you have foundations like that, like the formation of Black Lives Matter, when you have topics like that, and you see what happens, and I don't know, and then you have the corruption with see, that kind of gets into the whole Minnesota thing, right? And people listen. I got a clip for y'all. There's a bodyguard, you know, a celebrity bodyguard, homie. Matter of fact, you know what? Hey, let's do it together. I'm gonna get the clip for y'all, and I want y'all to listen to this clip because he talks about the whole ICE thing in Minnesota and why it's important to get a lot of these undocumented people. He talked about nationals, undocumented Chinese nationals. He spoke about a lot of things that were kind of like, they were like aha moments. Hold on, I'm going to show you. Hold on, B. I'm going to put your comment on there too. Hold on. Just want to find this clip. I got to open up my... But I think I have it saved. I think I have it saved on my... I think I recorded it. I hope I did. because there's a video that this celebrity bodyguard was talking. It was a real good clip. Now, and I'm beginning to realize, like, oh, okay, is that why this whole ICE thing is? They're going so hard with it. I want to play it for y'all so y'all can understand, and I want y'all to comment on that. I think I can find it on YouTube. Let me open up the YouTube real quick. Don't forget, please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Just share this video to one person, just one person, and then have them subscribe. I really would appreciate that. All right, CC. CC. Damn, I can't even spell Minnesota. I couldn't even spell Minnesota. Let me see. You're talking about the elite whole ICE situation. Because it was like a little clip, and I think it was on Instagram. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'll have to look for it. I'll look for it. Yeah, I'll look for it. Oh, wait a minute. Here it is, right here. Yeah, this is the video. This is it right here. Oh, hold on. How much? Cam Capone news. Man. Yeah, it is dress rehearsal. They don't know that. This martial law, all this stuff it's about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. Damn right. Preparation H. I'm trying to see if this is the one here where he talked about to get Stefan Diggs to backdoor him. Offset allegedly trying to get. Oh my God. No, I don't want to watch that one. What's his real name? Big Homie CC. Maybe I gotta type in Big Homie CC. There it is. ICE deportation raids. I'm gonna have to find it now.
When these people come here, they're coming to our communities where there's already a limited amount of resources. And now we have to compete with people who are willing to do the jobs we already don't really want to do for a much cheaper price. So it make it easy for them to take over our neighborhoods. It make it easy for them. Now they got stores with the Indians and everybody else now. And then now they'll be looking at us like we crazy and we the ones that's from here.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why that sounds kind of so loud like that. Yeah, this is gonna be too long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the clip for it, and then I'll repost it. But he's gonna talk about the ICE raids and stuff, and that's something that I wanted to kind of discuss about because a lot of people are basically discussing that with the it's a touchy topic, but I want to kind of dive into it a little bit further. So I'll probably wait for the next show, do that for the next show. Shout out to my family that's watching. Brian said ice is a dress rehearsal. Ice is a dress rehearsal. But you know what you need to do? You need to call this number and get on the show, Brian, because I think you got some information that we might want to hear. So that's the number. Anybody interested in calling up? 959-242-6332. All right. Also, you can follow me on all social media. Links is going across the bottom. All right. Now, I'm going to go back to what I was talking about when I was talking about support and us supporting one another, right? So I'm going to play a song. The song that you hear in the background, that's one of our artists. Shout out to Fallback Entertainment. They got a song called Toxic that's out right now on all streaming platforms. Toxic by Fallback. I'm gonna play the song for y'all, okay? And I want to get y'all opinion on that. I listened to it a few times. I'm really digging it, and I want to see y'all opinion on it as well. All right. So this next song we're gonna play, it's called Toxic. Who's calling me on my phone? Get all these messages. Okay. Okay. I don't know what he talking about. I don't know what he talking about. All right, so hold on. Let me get this queued up, everybody. The song is called Toxic. See, it's hard when you have to do this all by yourself. I gotta be the sound person. I gotta be the engineer, the sound person, everything. See, I'm all over the place with it. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna hook it up right here. Oh, gotta make it right. 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 That's the album cover. Like I said, all streaming platforms. Wait, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear the music? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear the music. I don't know if it was playing or not. Is the music playing? I'm gonna play it again because I want to make sure that it was flowing right. I didn't see it playing. Okay, so it's okay. You can hear it clear. All right, here we go. This is called Toxic by Fallback, y'all. Check it out. You break me down with kisses that don't feel real. Touch me with hands that
got how to feel. You say I love you with a voice that don't match your eyes. Girl, your heart been gone, but your body still lies. You walk around like I'm lucky just to breathe your air. Treat me like a trophy you don't even care to wear. I keep pouring out my soul, you keep letting it spill. You say the right things, but they never hear. You know I can't leave, you know I'm addicted. You like the power you love when I'm twisted. You watch me fall apart slow when you smile like you meant it. Girl, your love is toxic, but damn it feels so good. You break my heart in slow motion like only a cold woman could. You don't care how deep the cut goes, you just wanna hear me cry. You give me soulful poison, then you kiss me like a lie. Cold love won't lie. Yeah. You keep me close enough to never move on, far enough to remind me I ain't where you belong. You play the angel, then you turn around and sin. I swear loving you is hell wrapped in smooth skin.
Is it low?
Disappear at night just to come back in the morning. Smell like someone else and say I'm overreacting. Girl, you know exactly what you're doing to me. You break my heart, then use my tears as your therapy. You know I'll stay even when I shouldn't. You know I'll chase you even though I couldn't ever get the love I'm looking for. You enjoy watching me want more. Girl, your love is toxic, but damn it feels so good. You break my heart in slow motion like only a cold woman could. You don't care how deep the cut goes, you just wanna hear me cry. You give me soulful poison, then you kiss me like a lie. Cold love won't lie. Yeah. Cold love won't lie. Yeah. Cold love. You hold me with a grip that ain't soft, pull me in just to push me off, and I keep coming back. Guess that's the curse. Your bad love feels better than my best love ever was. Girl, your love is toxic, but it's the only high I know. You break me slow, then break me more, and still I never let you go. You don't care about my heart, you just like the way I try. You give me soulful poison, then you kiss me like a lie. Cold love won't lie. Cold love won't
That was, turn that off before I get copyright. There we go. I don't want you to play Dwayne. No, sir. I don't want you to get me banned or get me demonetized. I'm trying to get monetized, y'all. So, oh yeah. So another thing too, as you know, that's the phone number. If you'd like to donate to the show, feel free to do so. If you have Cash App, you can Cash App me at ShizRock, $ShizRock, right? It's my name right there at the bottom of the screen, right there, bottom of the screen. Just put a dollar sign, put a dollar sign where the ad is at, and you can Cash App me any type of donation. Oh, we got a call. Hold on 1 second. All right, so right now we got my man Brian calling in on the show. All right, we're gonna talk about this whole situation. He had a little comment earlier when he was talking about, running up and getting prepared. This is just a little prequel to something big that's coming up. All right, so brother man, tell him your name, where you're from, and talk to him, man.
My man, hey, first of all, man, congratulations on your platform, man, your show. This is good stuff, man. You know, we need more stuff like this, man. Need more.
Appreciate it.
And like I said, agree to disagree. That's fine. It ain't about agreeing to disagree. It's about having dialogue, man. So absolutely, brother. Yeah, man. You know, it's funny. Me and my wife were sitting here watching TV now, watching the news, man. And I literally just finished saying, you know, with all this stuff that's happening, in my opinion, stuff going on there in GA, the whole rating of an election office, totally to be found not true as far as an election fraud back in 2020, to all these ICE establishments, all around the country.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like these, stopping these protests. And, let me take a step back. First of all, I'm Brian Howard. I'm actually from Atlanta, but I live in Virginia. I live in the D.C. area. So, I try not to get too political, but I kind of call myself kind of like being in the middle road.
Right.
You have conservative ways, you have liberal ways, right? I'm kind of like this right there at the center.
Okay.
So anyway, I just feel like this is just preparation for something else, man. They're trying to test the water to see what they can get away with. It's already been talked about, it's really sad that they can't win an election, straight up. They got to find ways to cheat or, abuse of power and stuff like that. And I just feel like this whole thing in ICE, I mean, it's supposed to be a mission of going out to get criminals and stuff like that.
Right.
They don't stop the investigative piece. They stop doing that. They just saying, you know what, you Latinx, or you look like you might not be from here, not talk like you from here or whatever. Who are you? Show me your papers. If you ain't can't show us papers, you come with us type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we're starting to see more and more of that, and these guys got their faces covered, so we don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where they come from. I personally don't feel like they've been properly vetted as far as background. So not to belay, but I just feel like this is just the beginning of something else. Sad to say, in not too distant future. I also say, and I won't delay this either, but I just don't think that our current president is in a state of 100% health, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think he suffers from dementia. I think if you ask any experts who are willing to speak up on it, they will say that he has what's called temporal frontal lobe dementia, which and it's basically the part of the brain that says that stops you from saying crazy stuff. And actually, if you believe something, your mind actually paints pictures and say, yeah, that really happened. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's happening. So in his mind, not making any excuses for him or anything like that, but I believe in his mind, he really does believe at this point, and in this stage of dementia, he really truly believes that the election was stolen from him in 2020. And that's why he's being so reactionary.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's doing all these other things. He did the thing down there in Georgia with the rating of the election office there. But like I said, with the whole ICE thing, testing that out, see what that's going to do.
Do you feel that this is going to be like payback from, because he had a beef with Georgia before and with Stacey Abrams and all that stuff. So do you believe that now he's finishing up all the paybacks to these people that he feels that he owes payback to?
I think that's part of it, but I think it's actually part of a grander scheme. And I can't honestly say I can give him credit for that scheme, because there's other parties and other powers in play as well. The Stephen Millers and all these other folks who've been plotting, to have this dominant, Republican Party or MAGA. I really don't want to put on Republican Party. Actually, I just say MAGA. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's this dominance for years to come. They dictate how things should be run in this country. I think it's part of a grander scheme, but I think that is part of it. Again, I think in his mind, because of what he's suffering from, in his mind, he feels like this is the right thing to do. I need to, in so many words, seek revenge, or I need to make sure that, I can prove to y'all that, it was stolen, and I'm going to involve, I made that comment in there, I'm going to involve the director of the Department of National Intelligence. That's not her job. Her job is to defend the country from foreign actors, not from domestic actors. You know
right. Yeah.
And that's crazy as hell, right? So what the hell is she doing there? You know what I mean? So,
but we knew the last time he was elected that he's good at just throwing people in places that just to fill a spot. Like, okay, I like this person, even though they're not qualified, but I'm gonna give them the job anyway. You know what I'm saying? So he's known for doing that.
I tell you what, she is honestly. Believe it or not, of all several picks that he made, I have no problem with Gabbard Ashley, because she has a military background and she's worked in intelligence in the past, right? I have no problem with that. But I do have a problem with it, and this we all know this is, when you're in a seat of leadership, you have to be willing to listen to people who are going to dissent. You have to listen to dissent. You can't sit there and have a bunch of people around you. All they're going to do is agree with you all the time. right?
Right.
That's the premise of your show. Your show says, look, I want you to agree, I want you to disagree. I just want to have a dialogue. If you just had a show called Shiz Yes Man, nobody be on that show, right? You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So it wouldn't be interesting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he chooses people who he knows will get in line, and it's really sad because he has a pretty good history record as far as military and everything else.
Mhm.
And you can say that probably about a lot of these other people, man.
Yeah.
But that's what he likes. He wants people around him that's going to agree with him, or not even at least say, "Sir, maybe look at it this way," or "That's not a good idea."
Right.
You know.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Definitely appreciate your feedback, brother.
For sure, brother.
I got a question for you before I let you go.
Yes,
So I remember you had mentioned something about, you know, putting everybody as far as if you support Trump, you're automatically MAGA because you're tired of saying Trump supporter, right? So you just call that MAGA. So do you feel, in your opinion, that if somebody doesn't have a problem with Trump or voted for Trump, that they're automatically labeled MAGA? They can't just be a Republican voting Republican?
Nah, not at all. I think his support comes in many flavors, man. You know, I would say there are people who voted for Trump who are not necessarily MAGA, maybe just, you know, just say traditional Republican, I can't vote no other way.
Right. Right.
There are people who voted for Trump who may not be MAGA, but they looked at it from a more financial perspective, thought, you know what, business-wise, it'd be more beneficial to me, or retirement, or whatever the situation may be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I don't want to broad stroke nobody. I don't want to say that all Republican, but all MAGA, or all Trump supporters or voters are all MAGA. I'm not saying it because I have friends, you know, who voted for Trump. At least they did this first time. I don't know about the second time, but you know, I'm just saying, I don't never want to broad stroke. Yeah, people for different reasons. They chose that. Some have regrets, some don't.
Okay.
No matter what, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, I would never broad stroke like that.
Okay. Just curious to know. See, because, you know, people will be like, you know, I know a lot of people who have voted for Trump or don't have a problem with or whatever, they're automatically labeled a certain thing. And I just want to let people know, like, you can have your difference of political opinion, whether a president does something bad or not, and still have respect for the other person. So I appreciate that. I'm not saying I'm MAGA. I'm not saying I voted for Trump. I'm not saying none of that. But I'm just saying, because like I said, when I do my trolling on Facebook, I always troll as the bad guy. So, you know, I'm always going to be pushing buttons. But for people who probably did vote for Trump or whatever, that are nice people that, you know, just want the best for the country. You know, I don't want them to get the wrath of, you know, being called a racist or being called evil, especially black people, because a lot of black people, you know, are being called that. But I appreciate that call, Brian. Now make sure you call next time, man. Join the show for next week. I'm gonna try to do it around the same time. I might change the time, but make sure you call next week too, good brother.
For sure, man. Proud of you, man.
All right, thank you, man. All right, so that's my man. That's my man, Brian. I met Brian many years ago. Met Brian at Morris Brown College, mighty Morris Brown College. Brian's the homie. He's a Kappa, so I know all the Kappas. We have the same circle of friends and everything like that. So, you know, and by God's will, we are still friends to this day. We both have our health, so that's a good thing. Especially if I've known you for a long time. I got a person in here. I got a person that's in the chat right now. Once again, what's up, chat? Thank you. So I got somebody in the chat right now that I've known, no lie, for over, I don't want to tell my age. But I've known somebody in here for almost 4 decades. More than 4 decades. You heard? My guys in here for more than 4 decades. I got family in here, so it's love. So I'm saying, I say that to say this. I say that to say this, y'all. I'm gonna make sure I keep looking at the camera too, because last time I was told by my homegirl to keep look at the camera more. So this is dedicated to you for telling me to look at the camera more. I appreciate the feedback. Okay. So thank you. but yeah, so I've known people for so long. So like as a black man, to like boom, you've known people in their adolescence. Like I've known Brian since he was a teenager. Like I've known people since I was 3 and 4 years old. It's crazy that we can still be, in the presence of one another and still communicate with a lot of people, because a lot of people right now, they dying. A lot of people are dying around us. Our loved ones, our family are passing. So the family that you with now, the family that you need to be around, whether you arguing with them, beefing with them or not, call them up, give them a hug. I'm even guilty of that. I'm very, very, very guilty of that. There's a special lady that I need to go see, and I'm going to go see her ASAP because I need to. She's been blessed to be on this earth many years, so it's best to spend as much time as possible. I want to say I love you if you're watching. I love you. This is dedicated to you. Shout out to rest in peace to my moms and my grams. You can see in the background, that's a picture of my mother back in the day. I ain't gonna show it up close, but that's Mom Dukes, and then I got my grandmother hanging up on the top over there by the kitchen. But just it's being blessed to be around people for so long and still be in touch with them. It's a great thing. I really do appreciate that. Most definitely do. But yeah, I got some things I'm doing. Got some shows that I'm working on. I'm gonna try to do some more. I got some reaction shows I'm gonna be doing. So make sure you check out the reaction shows. So I'm gonna try to put a little funny take, a little funny aspect on the reaction shows, or reaction videos rather. I'm gonna try to stay away from a lot of I don't know. I'm gonna do some police ones, because a lot of these police ones, these people are silly when they get pulled over. A lot of people, these people go overboard. So I'm gonna try to do the most, the most talked about ones. I won't do a lot of them because a lot of them feature black females, and I don't want to keep showing you videos of that, because then I'm gonna be labeled something. So, but a lot of them that I see, that's all they show. So I'm gonna search for. I'm gonna be balanced. All right. I'm gonna show you good ones that are worthy of and worthy of discussion. All right. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, so we're just chilling. It's my first show, first of many more to come. Like I said, I'm gonna have guests. We're gonna be talking about different subjects, whether it's learning how to invest, learning how to cook, learning how to get your gun permit, helping your kids with their FAFSA. You know what I'm saying? Anything. I know so many people. I know guidance counselors. I know therapists. I know a lot of people, and I know people that are just starting out, just like me, in the podcast realm. So I'm gonna give these people a platform, and I want these people to come and show you what they can do. I have a very large network of people in the in financial district, and real estate, even medical. I know a lot of nurses. I know PAs. So we're gonna give you some information from a ground level. It won't be so nice looking and cold. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real information. All right, tax preparation, all that stuff. I got people that are gonna talk to you and help you if you need help with that. Whatever topic that interests you, tune into it and share it. All right, because I'm gonna be trying to cover as many as I can. All right, a lot of shows we're gonna be just talking, just vibing. Everything will be organic. Some shows will be drawn out. I will have an outline. There'll be specific things, especially like I said when I have these guests. So make sure you all tune in next week when I have these two guests on my show, and I will be streaming, just straight streaming, with someone from Hartford. That's gonna be like, I'll probably do that late night. So it'll be probably late night. I'm going to set up a Patreon soon, so there'll be exclusive content on the Patreon. All right. More to come with that. And I'm also going to be doing and working on a couple of other off-brand shows as far as promoting music. We're going to put on a program whereas we have 3 or 4 individuals and we're gonna be showcasing different artists, whether it's R&B, hip hop, whatever genre of music it is, and we're gonna play that song, and we're gonna critique it. We're gonna critique it. We're gonna be very transparent. We're not gonna sugarcoat anything, and we're gonna showcase the talent, give the person our review. We might like it, we might hike it. Don't bite that. That's copywritten. Like it or hike it. But we're gonna be doing shows like that. So I'm gonna be all over the place, but it's gonna be entertaining. That's what I'm trying to do. But we keep it classy. We keep it classy at times. Also, I got shows on. I got a show about beef. So if you have a beef with someone, you want to air out that beef in a conversation, you want to argue, but then you want to come to a solution at the end, I got a platform for that. And that one's going to be entertaining, especially with all the stuff going on in Bridgeport and Facebook and all this other stuff. But that's another platform that I'm going to be doing. So look out for that. Spring, early summer. All right. And so other than that, that's it for now. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, who commented. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching this in the rebroadcast, I appreciate you for watching it. Get me in the algorithm. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try to do this every Thursday. I may change it to Wednesday, but look out for announcements. And enjoy the rest of your night. All right? It's your boy Sean, aka ShizRock. Thanks for tuning into the show. It's been real. Until next time, I'm out.